My name is Mariana Garcia, and I have been in the program for 3 years.
My name is Damon Bergner. My first year in Yearbook was last year, and this year I am in both Yearbook and Advanced Media.
I'm Anna, and I've been in the program for 4 years. Last year I was in Yearbook, and this year I was in Yearbook twice, and I served as a managing editor.
My name is Tiana Tran, and this is my second year in the program.
Hi, my name is McKenna, and I've been in the Yearbook program for 3 years.
I'm Gabe Vazari. I've been in the program for 2 years. This is my first year being in Advanced Media and Yearbook.
My name is Jacob Beal. I've been in the program for 2 years. I took Intro to Media sophomore year, and my senior year I took Yearbook.
My name is Ysabella, and I've been in the program for a year and a half.
My name's Bella Morell, and I've been in Yearbook for 3 years.
Hi, I'm Madison, and I've been in the program for 1.5 years.
My name is Denise, and I have 1 year in Intro to Media and 1 year in Yearbook.
My name is Yvette Ureno. I have done 1 year in Intro to Media and 2 years in Yearbook.
My name is Arya Ely, and I've been in the program for 4 years. My senior year, I've taken more than 2 classes in Yearbook, and I am managing editor for the Yearbook.
My name is Dale Hubbard, and I've been in the program for 2 years.
My name is Owen Salazar, and I've been in the program for 2 years.
My name is Jared Bjornberg, and I've been in the program for 4 years.
My best memory in Yearbook is when I first came into my class my freshman year, and Miss Mavis told me to practice the camera over the weekend and take it home, and that was the year I fell in love with my passion for photography. I've been achieving more goals with my photography and pushing myself to get the photos I want, and then all the team builders and business trips we have taken to help build our bonds with one another and making memories, because a lot of my friendships and memories are from Yearbook.
I think one of my best memories was definitely working on the Halloween page with Mia. It was nice to bounce ideas off of each other, especially since I was working on the title page at the same time. Having another motivated and excited person really helps with the creative process. Of course, creating things you're excited about is great, but being able to share the excitement with somebody else makes it infinitely better.
I would say my best memory in Yearbook was when we went to triple play, because I had bonded with all the people that I sat in a room with all year long, but now they're my closest friends when I didn't talk to them before.
My best memory in the program was from my freshman year in Intro to Media. I was working with a group to create a product and a logo for that product. I had a lot of fun on that project, and I was able to design that logo. That was one of the first times that I realized I wanted to continue in Miss Mavis's classrooms. And it was very different from any other class I'd ever taken, and I knew that I was going to continue the program after that.
My best memory is having fun with my friends, working on projects, and hashtag doing things.
One of my biggest accomplishments has been probably making the background for the cover of the Yearbook. Not only did I learn a lot about Photoshop, I was also able to practice a skill that's very, very important for the field I want to go into.
I would say my best accomplishment is learning how to use Photoshop, because now I use that to aid my sports photography business.
My best accomplishment in the program would be my Adobe certifications and credentials. I studied very hard to get all 5, and I currently have the chance to get a 6th and 7th. I was able to learn a lot of skills in Adobe, and I'm very proud that I took advantage of that opportunity.
My best accomplishment would have to be my yearbook pages. I had the honor of designing with some of the best partners. I had the Hawk Pride page, J-Term page, and the Senior Portrait pages. These are my best accomplishments because working on them really brought out my creativity and really made me think, how can I make this similar yet different from last year's yearbook?
My best accomplishment in both of these classes is finding myself in this class. This year has been an emotional roller coaster. For me, there were times when I did not feel like myself sometimes. Nothing to do with what with the actual class, mind you. There were just some things going on that made me feel lonely and a little out of place. But when I was in this class, that's where I found myself. I felt like I was surrounded by energy, positivity, smiles, laughter, especially laughter. There was so many good moments that just made me feel so uplifted and just made me feel inspired to do better, to find the happiness and the good things in life and to appreciate them more.
So for me personally, it helped a lot with my confidence and a lot with conversational skills. You don't really realize how much conversational skills you get, but through interviews and even emails and anchor pieces, you learn a lot of how to carry conversation, how to look people in the eyes, and what's professional or not, as well as working on deadline and getting everything done in time.
Yearbook has helped shape me into a person who better understands the importance of commitment, time management, and teamwork. When we sign up to cover events, everyone is held to the same standard that they have to show up and commit to cover the events they signed up for. In Yearbook, we develop this trust and accountability between one another. Adding to that is how much teamwork is needed for the Yearbook to be a successful production. Everyone needs to do their job to their best potential in order for the Yearbook to come out as the best product possible. My time management and organization skills were definitely improved through Yearbook because I knew I had to complete my spread by deadline or else it would affect the Yearbook team as a whole.
Yearbook and media have helped form who I am by giving me something to be passionate about. I never knew how much of a leader I was until I joined this program.
When I first took the winning color test, my color was green and brown for all 4 years. Green has helped me be more productive planner and helping me lay out everything that needs to be done on my page and helps me stay organized. Brown has helped me be a better leader and showing them how to #carehard.
I initially had green as my winning color, bringing out the planner side to me. In a way, my green side showcased my perfectionism and thoughts on wanting to create the best product that I am put in charge of or have to contribute to. Although this way of thinking still applies to me now, my winning color changed to blue this year, which signifies the way I can relate to people. This has changed the way I approach situations, focusing more on the collective opinion of my group and finding solutions that can incorporate everyone's ideas. I have found that this ability has helped me cooperate more smoothly with my teammates, and the result is that everyone is satisfied.
My biggest advice for upcoming staffers would definitely be don't be afraid to push the limits and to get out of your comfort zone. When I first came in, I was definitely a very quiet person and I was very introverted, and now I'm very much like Miss Mavis and I'm extroverted, and just don't be afraid to be who you are and accept it. We're all a very accepting family here in media, so you have a safe place here.
The advice I would give to upcoming staffers and even old ones is that when you return to school after a couple weeks, before you start pitching your first page, I suggest to take the camera for a weekend and just practice, because as a great person once said, practice makes perfect. When it comes to pitching pages, make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, because Yearbook is a business class, not a scrapbook. Taking your time researching what pages you want and the pictures you want to get, especially some perspective ones. Be confident when you go out there and take the photos, because your eyes help tell the story.
My piece of advice to upcoming staffers is to finish strong towards the end of the year.
My advice to upcoming staffers is to, again, pick projects that make you excited. It's a lot harder to work on something if you're not excited about it. And it doesn't matter whether it's the subject, like a dance or sports or a class, or the type of project, such as photography, a story, or just page design. As long as you're excited about it, you will get the best product possible. And that's what we really want.
My advice is it will become easier and less overwhelming once you get the hang of it. I like to think it brought me out of my shell more than when I first started, as I gained new skills in the process.
My advice to upcoming staffers would be to take advantage of all the opportunities thrown your way. It's easy to become an average student, but the extra work you put in will definitely pay off.
My advice for upcoming staffers is to take advantage of the opportunity to take Adobe certifications. If you take them in school, you get them for free, and you get to use the free resources to study, which are very helpful. Those certifications look very good on resumes and are very impressive, so it's a no-brainer.
My advice to upcoming staffers is if you don't know how to express yourself, then Advanced Media and Yearbook is the way to go.
My advice to upcoming staffers is if you plan to take Yearbook or Advanced Media, expect to have the best time of your high school life.
My advice to upcoming staffers is that Mavis likes dark chocolate, not milk chocolate. And she loves coffee. Coffee is life. On a more serious note, do not be worried about coming into this program feeling overwhelmed. If I can share a little secret with you, when I started in this program, I felt way overwhelmed. Felt like there was so much to do, so much to cover, so much to build. It seemed like too much at first. And there were so many more experienced people in the program.
I'd like to thank my parents for always being there for me and always supporting my decisions. Gracias por ser los mejores padres que podría pedir. Siempre te estaré agradecida por ser parte de mi vida y apoyarme cuando estoy en situaciones difíciles. Los amo mucho y espero continuar con nuestros muchos recuerdos divertidos y adorables juntos en el futuro. Thanks for being the best parents I could ask for. I will always be grateful to you for being a part of my life and supporting me when I'm in difficult situations. I love you guys so much, and I hope to continue our many fun and lovable memories together in the future.
Someone I would like to thank in my life. My mom and my dad were always so supportive of me when they came into this program. They were immeasurably proud of me when they heard how much I had done for this program, and they were practically glowing when they heard the praise that I was given for producing the pages and for producing the pieces that I have made. They could not have been more happy and more ecstatic about what I was doing.
Someone I would like to thank are my parents for supporting me throughout high school and letting me do the things I'd like to do.
I also want to thank the man and the woman for always being there for me and just telling me whatever I want to do with life to just pursue it, because as they say, shoot big.
I would thank my grandma. She has always been my #1 supporter. She just always wants the best for me, and she has always been my safe place.
Someone I would like to thank in my life would be my grandma. My grandma is an important person in my life. She basically raised me and my siblings through our childhood years.
I would like to thank my family in whole, and specifically my grandma. She keeps me moving.
The person I would like to thank in my life is my dad. He's been showing me a bunch of stuff he's done in the past.
I would like to thank my friends and family for supporting me and allowing me to be able to go and take extra time to get the perfect shots that I need.
Someone I would like to thank in my life is my dad, because he wants me to get better and always wants to help me do that.
Someone I would like to thank in my life is my grandma for always supporting me and being there for me.
I would like to thank my mom because she's the one person that's always been there for me.
I would like to thank my mother because obvious reasons.
I would like to thank my parents for always encouraging me throughout my academic and extracurricular life. I can always expect honest feedback from them and the reminder to stay humble and kind.
I would like to thank my former and current classmates that have helped shape me into the self-efficient individual that I am today. A little special shout out to Axel and Arya for always being there this year for me.
I want to thank all of the partners that I've had throughout my years in the program. I would not have been able to accomplish all the things that I did without them.
I would also like to specifically thank Yvette and Mrs. Mavis. Yvette is such a bright person in people's lives, and she was always so kind and helpful to others. She makes my days in Yearbook feel as if we are just hanging out together, but still working productively, of course.
Someone I'd like to thank in the program is Cooper because he manages to make me laugh, and Arya because she suggested I do yearbook.
I would like to thank Mari. I would like to thank Levi Harry, and I would just like to thank all my fellow staffers.
And I would also like to thank Mia because when I first came into the yearbook program, she stepped up and helped me with my first yearbook page.
I'm very glad to have been the advanced media manager with Melissa. We had the honor of making both icons for both yearbook and advanced media Instagram accounts. I'm glad to have worked with Axel, Damon, Arya, and Anna on the yearbook because you guys were very hardworking and it was very fun working with you guys. I'm very happy to have been partnered with you.
So I definitely like to thank Trey, Owen, and Dale for helping me with the senior piece and with anchoring. It's very memorable, all the experiences that we've had together.
I want to thank Beal and Axel for helping me with the pages and the pictures and making me make decisions on what pictures I should put on the page.
I would like to thank Tiana and McKenna. Recently I got paired with them for a second deadline, and I had such a good experience with them. I'm very nervous when it comes to taking pictures of games or of individuals, but this time around they made me feel very confident in what I was doing, and they saw my visions.
I would like to thank Arya. Arya does more than her fair share. She goes above and beyond, and I know we are all grateful to have someone like Arya in yearbook.
I would like to thank Miss Mavis.
And I'd really like to thank Miss Mavis.
I want to thank Miss Mavis.
I'd like to thank Mrs. Mavis
for creating such an inviting classroom.
For giving us this incredible opportunity.
For pushing me to be the best me that I can possibly be.
For not only encouraging me to take advanced media and yearbook, but also being one of my biggest supporters.
She has been the best teacher ever.
For being the most special teacher I've ever had. She just hasn't done what other teachers do.
For helping me become who I am today, and I hope I'm a little bit like you now.
She's been the light of the classroom since day one, and she really helps spread positivity every day.
She has always believed in me and has pushed me to be my very best from the very beginning. She has respected us, and we respect her.
I would like to thank Mrs. Mavis for being the absolute best yearbook teacher I could ever ask for. Students rarely find teachers who are as inclusive, kind-hearted, and enthusiastic as Mrs. Mavis. All her students can easily tell how much she truly cares for her students and want them to succeed, not only in the yearbook and media program, but also in life. I am extremely grateful for Mrs. Mavis and could not have asked for a better mentor than her.
So good. So good. I'm so blessed by that. Thank you.